Hi everyone, I'm Jane Trotter and welcome to Crescendo Piano. Today's tutorial is all about supercharging your scales. I'll be introducing you to a variety of ways you can incorporate different aspects of loud and soft playing into your scale practice. Dynamic variation, or your louds and softs, is a crucial element in interpreting and conveying the emotional intent of the music. Whether you want to sing out the melody above a quieter left-hand accompaniment, or use a really big crescendo for dramatic effect, or highlight a particular melodic section in a contrapuntal work, you need to be able to successfully control the dynamics so the listener can understand and appreciate the music. Using your scales to perfect these skills is a great way to start. So let's get going with our exercises. I'm going to be starting with the easy stuff first, and then we'll get progressively harder as we go through the tutorial. Now, you don't have to do your scales similar motion. You can always try them contra motion as well, if you want. I've produced a resource page for this tutorial, which you can download from my Crescendo Piano website. And it lists out all of the exercises we'll be going through, so you won't have to remember them. Alrighty, let's start with the easy exercises first. A straight out crescendo and diminuendo, going up and down in the scales. So let's start soft. We're going to get louder. And we're going to get softer as we come back down. And the other way, let's do G major. We're going to be loud at the start. And get softer as you go up. And we're going to be bigger as we come back down. So those are great if you've got a long, sustained crescendo or diminuendo in your piece. Okay, next up, we're going to differentiate the volume in each hand. In other words, one hand's going to be loud, the other hand is going to be soft. Now, if you have trouble mastering this technique, and it can take a little bit of practice, I've got a couple of tutorials which will help you out. So check out my tutorials, 3 tips for playing loud in one hand and soft in the other, parts 1 and 2. Now, I can't stress enough the importance of being able to do this. It happens all the time in your pieces, and I mean all the time. You're constantly listening and adjusting for the balance between your melody and accompaniment. So, practicing it with your scales will be a really good way to get this under control. Let's begin this section with playing your right hand louder than your left hand. And we'll do it for good old C major. And of course we can try it the other way around with your left hand louder than your right hand. Let's do it for G major. Now, here's a tip. If you're having trouble hearing whether you're actually doing the exercise right and are getting one hand much louder or much softer than the other, how about trying the scale 2 octaves apart? That way you'll get a really clear treble and a really clear bass. So let's try that. We'll do A major 2 octaves apart, and I'm going to add in another slightly complicating factor. I'm going to change the dynamic level in each hand on the way down. So I'm going to swap them over. So my right hand is going to be loud on the way up. My left hand is going to be loud on the way down. Here we go. Okay. And just to really fry your brain, and for a really extra challenge, let's do it with changing the dynamic level in each hand at the beginning of each octave. Let's do it for D major. I'll do it 2 octaves apart so you can hear. My right hand's going to be loud first, and my left hand soft, and then we're going to swap it over at every octave. And last, but by no means least, we come to the trickiest exercise in this tutorial. Why is it tricky? Well, you're combining a couple of things. You've got different dynamic levels in each hand, and you've got a change in dynamic level in each hand. Check out on the screen below, and I'll talk you through it. One hand will start soft and get louder and then softer again. And the other hand is going to do the complete opposite. So it'll start loud, get softer, and then get loud again. Essentially, each hand is doing a change in dynamic level independent from the other. It's a good idea to do this exercise contra motion first because it'll make it a little bit easier. And I'm going to do it 2 octaves apart so you can really hear the difference. So, those are some ideas for how you can use your scales to practice and perfect your loud and soft playing. Remember, I've made a resource for this tutorial, which you can download from my Crescendo piano website. It lists out all the exercises that we've gone through, so you can print that out and use that to practice at home. Just think, by supercharging your scales, you're also supercharging your playing. So, have fun and good luck.